Welcome back to Thunder Car Garage. This is going to be episode 3 on this 1973 Mercury Cougar XR7 with a 351 Cleveland 2-barrel. Well, on the previous videos, we showed when we got the car, a quick walk around, and also on the video number 2, we showed when we got it started. On this third video, it's going to show that it's already running, but I ended up having a problem with the oil pressure on the engine. I did several engine oils and engine flushes, but I lost some of the footage on the removing the oil pan, because eventually I ended up removing the oil pan because I was getting erratic readings on the oil pressure on the gauge, and I knew that something was not right. So even though the dipstick was showing the oil to be nice and liquidy, inside the oil pan there was something going on. I have footage of that and I'll show it to you. What had happened was that the oil itself, because the car's been sitting for so long, the oil in the pan became kind of solid, like, almost like grease. And it affected, the pickup, the oil pickup screen or tube. And it also affected the oil pump. I ended up removing the oil pan twice. One time to clean it up, so I put it back thinking everything would be fine. I still had issues. Removed the oil, dropped the oil pan again, removed the oil pump, cleaned out the oil pump on the inside, blew it out, cleaned up everything, put it back together, pecked it with grease to make sure that it would immediately suck up the engine and create oil pressure. But that didn't work, because what ended up happening was that it was building so much oil pressure that my oil filters were blowing up, literally. I had a mess on my inside my garage. Twice it blew the oil filters wide open. So I knew it was getting over 100 psi of oil pressure. So I knew there was something wrong with the pump, with the oil pump. So I ended up ordering an oil pump. And when the oil pump came in, I put everything together for the third time and fill it up with new oil and filter. And everything was fine, and everything's been fine ever since. So I just wanted to say that because I lost footage on that, and I don't have it. I started to do it, but like I say, I'm better. I'm not so good at doing videos, but I'm trying really hard. But thanks for subscribing, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to press the little bell sign so that you can get notifications. And thank you for watching, and have a great day. All right, it's the next day. Yesterday we started the car and we were not getting consistent oil pressure, but I think I'm just going to let it run a little bit for a few more minutes, maybe a few seconds, to make sure that the oil pressure comes up. I'm also going to add water to the cooling system. So first of all, let me go ahead and put some more fuel into the carburetor bowl to get this thing started again. I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to have to rebuild this carburetor because it's leaking out of the accelerator pump on the front. But for now, I just want to make sure this oil pressure comes up and that the engine stays running on its own for a few minutes so I can do an oil change and maybe rebuild this carburetor. So I know it's a little bit too much fuel, but there we go. Let me go ahead and get the water. For now, I'm just putting in water until we get this car sorted out, and then eventually we'll go ahead and put coolant in it whenever the time comes. For now, just to get it running and driving, well, actually just getting it started, let it run for a few minutes. And I know it's pretty bone dry here, so it's probably going to take more than a gallon of water, but I got my water hose next to me, but I'm using this gallon jug to get this filled up. So bear with me while I fill this up with water, and so we can get this thing started. Here we go. Go with some more water. Just temporarily until we get this thing started. I'm running fairly good. Looks like it's probably gonna take another gallon. So let me get some more. There you go. It took about almost 3 gallons of water. So we're gonna leave it at that for now. I'm gonna leave the cap off while I can get this thing running. Here we go again. Let's try it again. Here we go. Let me get some more gas and try this again. It looks like the lifter started getting pressurized, so the oil pressure is probably coming up already. So after I do this, what I'll probably do is I'm probably gonna have to rig up some kind of a gas tank fuel system for it temporarily, so I can get this thing running for a while. And I'm also gonna do an oil change on it. And then we'll see how this carburetor runs. And then probably at that time, if it's decent, we're probably gonna go ahead and rebuild this carburetor and get rid of that leak on the accelerator pump. So here we go again. Try this again. Just want to make sure that maybe the oiling system gets pressurized. Well, there you have it, guys. All that smoke is probably coming from the ATF fluid that I have put in the inside the cylinders before I cranked it over a few days ago. So it's probably just needs to be burned off. So it started to sound better. I feel better about it now that I can hear that the engine is not ticking as bad. Still there's some lifter noise. But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to let it sit for a little while. And I'm going to go ahead and drain that oil. And I'm going to rig up some kind of a fuel tank system to make this carburetor run on its own. Hopefully maybe the fuel pump will come back up. I'm going to go directly to the fuel pump down below and hook up a hose and see how this thing runs. I want to let it run for a while longer to make sure that everything is decent. So bear with me. Here we go. And here we are under the car. Let's go ahead and drain this oil
I already got the drain plug loose. And let's see what kind of nastiness comes out of here. Oh, look at that. Nothing coming out. Probably plugged up with some junk in there. Let me poke it with this. See what I'm getting out of it. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Huh. Let me get a screwdriver to poke that drain plug, because there's nothing coming out. Really surprised. One of these. Try one of these too. Let's see what we've got. Let's poke that drain hole. Oh, it's terrible. I feel bad now about letting it run a few seconds. But when I checked the dipstick, it was liquid. But apparently back here, this oil has turned into like grease or mud or something. It's starting to come out now. Can you believe that? Wow, I'm sure glad I didn't let it run more than a few minutes or maybe even seconds at that. Look at that, guys. I've never seen anything like it. Look at that. No wonder the oil pressure wasn't coming up normally. It wants to come out. Still getting a lot of crud. Apparently, this engine's been sit without starting for decades. That's what happens to this oil. It gets almost solidified. Look at that. Almost like grease. It looks like it wants to come out now. And there it is. It looks like it's pooping. But, wow, look at that, guys. It's also real thin. Probably indication of a lot of, maybe some even fuel. Or maybe that carburetor running kind of rich. But, we are going to drain all that out. Put some fresh oil to give this motor a chance in the world. Give it a chance to be an engine and to be back on the road. So definitely, I'm probably gonna have to let this run for a while, for a few minutes, or maybe in a few miles, and then drain it again. Get all the rest of this mess out of here. As you can see, it's really ugly. Look at that. It's really bad. Still getting a lot of that crud, grease, whatever. I may have to run some flush it out, some other kind of cleaner or something, but I'm afraid to even to do that. So let's just get all this out of here. The dipstick showed that it was full, so still. Not coming out consistently. So for sure the bottom of this oil pan probably full of that stuff. Wow, look at that. nasty stuff coming out of there. Let me come back to you guys. Let me drain all this out because it's really looks like it's going to take longer than normal. So bear with me. Okay, I'm about to drain this dirty oil that I just want to flush out and see how it's going to come out now. Let's do this. Expect it to come out and pour out a whole lot better than what I did before. So here we go. Oh yeah, definitely better. Look at all that junk coming out at first. Definitely a mess. So we're gonna get all that dirty stuff out of there. And while that's draining, you can see how much better it was before with the original oil that I had in there for many decades. It looked like it was grease more than anything else. Even right there, it looks like some clumps want to come out. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, look at all that mess coming out. So definitely, after we get all this mess out, I'm gonna put the new oil in it. And definitely it's gonna be 1000% better. Still got some stuff there at the bottom of the pan. Maybe I should do one more flush. Yeah, look at that. Look at that mess. I'll need to do another flush. I'm gonna let that drain for a while. Let me see if I got some more flushing oil that I can flush with. I don't want to put that stuff in there anymore since a lot of that junk is already coming out. It came out. So let it drain for a few minutes and let me see if I can find some more oil so that I can do another drain. So I can do before I can. I still don't want to put that fresh oil in it. I think there's still more junk in that, as you can see. Look at that. You know what, I think most of the junk came out. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the fresh oil in it. Hate to run in with some more without having some real good protection. So we're just going to have to bite the bullet. And you'll have to do another oil change right after this one. We'll have to do that. A lot cheaper than buying another engine. So let me get this oil filter out as well while I'm here. Kind of hard to do this with one hand. Oh, goes the other way. Sorry, but by getting on there, you can see everything. You can see how old this oil filter is. It's all covered with grime stuff, but I can see that it's orange looking. Look at that mess. Let's get that in there. The rest of the mess. Put a little oil in the seal there. I want to make sure that the old oil gasket is not on there. No, it's on the old one. Oh, you know what? I need to fill this with oil so we can get proper oil pressure when I first crank it up. Got oil everywhere. Let me get this over here. Sorry about the filming, guys. I'm getting used to filming this kind of stuff. Don't even know if I can pour this without making a mess. We're gonna try it. No, it's gonna make a mess. What I'm probably gonna do, I'm gonna pour it in another smaller container. I got some, let's see, got some jars here that I use for other stuff. This one looks like a clean one. Use this one. Pour the clean oil in here. Then I'm gonna pour it into the oil filter. So I don't make a mess. There we go. Try hard to do it with one hand. Try to grab it differently, and I'm probably gonna spill. Tell you what, guys, let me just do it a different way. Okay, I got the oil filter full. We go down there, screw it in place. Bear with me, guys. I'm not an expert at this video, so I'm a better mechanic than I am at filming stuff. My fault. There we go. Let's go ahead and screw this in place. Okay, we got a hand tight. Give it a wipe here. Wipe some of this excess off. And we're gonna fill it with fresh oil, and we're gonna crank this baby up again. All this stuff out of the way. funnel. Where did I leave my funnel? Over here. Let's try this again, guys. Make sure that I don't lose grip with this big gallon of oil. Wipe my hands. Feel like it was slipping. Let me do it a different way there. Okay, let's change this oil. I do have a Fran filter. I know a lot of people don't feel great about a Fran, but that's what I found at the store, so that's what I'm going to put in, and then we'll go from there. That's 100% better. I was watching the oil pressure gauge, and I'm getting between 45 and 55 psi, so I feel real good about that. The engine is slowly quieted down already, so I think I will call that a success for now. And then what I need to do, I need to go get more gas, and I'm going to get a carburetor kit so I can remove that carburetor and I can work on it. So let's take a break for now. Hey, I just wanted to show you guys with this 351 Cleveland motor on this Mercury Cougar. I kept on having problems with oil pressure, and I decided to drop the oil pan, and look what it looks like in there after several engine oil flushes. still, look at all that buildup. Look at all that buildup with this stuff that never dissolved. It looks like grease, jelly, whatever. It never dissolved. So it started giving me oil pressure issues. So I dropped the oil pan. That's what it looks like. Isn't that crazy? That's outrageous. I've never seen anything like it. So I wanted to show you. I got an idea, guys, to save some time and probably some money. I got some good used oil that I just got out of my wife's car. It's clean, so I'm gonna put it in the engine to kind of flush it out. Let it run for a few minutes, and then go ahead and put the fresh oil in it. So I don't see a point of just putting brand new oil in it right now, and it's gonna be getting easily contaminated. So the plan is to get everything circulating, get everything kind of melted, get everything out of there, and then we'll do a proper oil change. So bear with me. This is the clean oil. Let me try the other jug. There we go. Some people frown upon this, but this is some good, clean, used oil that I pulled out of my wife's car, so I know this is not contaminated, and for sure it's 1000% better from what's in it. So I'm gonna try this. Let it run a couple of minutes, then we're gonna flush it out, roll that out of there, and we'll fold it with the fresh oil change. Okay, get some more fuel in there. Very hot out here, guys. East Texas weather. I think we're in the high 90s. humidity, and it already feels like an oven up here. So this again, we'll fill it here. It sounded 1,000% better. My dog's right here barking at something. So it sounded 1,000% better. Oil pressure came up. I can see it on the gauge now. So I'm going to run it one more time until the fuel runs out of the carburetor bowl. And then we'll go ahead and change the oil with radio oil. Get some more fuel. If I got some. Let's try this again. Fill up this carburetor bowl. I'm still using the 2-cycle gas mix to kind of lubricate the cylinder for them. And I still need to run to the store, probably get a carburetor kit, and probably get some more fuel and run out of fuel. So, but I'm probably going to get it. This thing will run for another few minutes. Definitely, it runs and sounds a whole lot better than what it used to. So I'm glad that I put that all in there to kind of flush it out. So now I'm going to go ahead and get it out. Got a little bit warm, but not too bad. So let me go down there and go ahead and drain the rest of that dirty oil.